sauce, but okay, let me do another quick intro. Hi, YouTube. We're running it back. This is gonna be the second league of the night with the Zerta thing, doing the Zerta stuff. If you watch the first league, you'll see that we died to Dredge, so we have added more Dredge hate. We also took some of the more niche cards in the main deck, like Pia and Walking Ballista, and turned them into Urzas, who are really good with infinite mana. Just a pretty strong card in this deck in general. I was a little worried about Urza at the start. Double blue can sometimes be a problem, like especially with us playing a mountain in our deck. But it's probably worthwhile, especially if we're like, I think we're actually at the point where the colored mana is okay. In the first league, we found out Ancient Tomb looked pretty decent. The combo looked okay. Bomat Courier looked fantastic against non-dredge decks. And Retrofitter Foundry plus Psy was as good as advertised. Actually, we really ground out the fair decks with the Retrofitter Psy interaction. So let's try see if we can do it again, because I had a lot of fun. Let's do it again. I got a Fox. And I got a turn one. Oh yeah, that is 1, 2, 3. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 restricted cards. Yeah. Please don't Lavinia me. Please don't Lavinia me. Yo, Eric, thank you. You're a powerful wizard. Thank you for the 4-month resub. Lotus Petal is not a good sign. Lotus Petal in the current format typically means breach. But it could be a PO variant or another kind of Tinker deck. Oh, shit. That's a turn 1 Ancestral then. Maybe Ancestral with Pyroblast back up if they're playing this Lotus Petal out. Or maybe Flusterstorm back up. All right. All right, so how can we sequence this? Maybe we can go... We don't have infinite mana because we are currently 1 red or white source short. We have a lot of colorless mana. So if we went Emerald, Soul Ring, Vault... Emerald, Soul Ring, Vault... Monolith... bait with Forge and Tinker. I'm not sure Forge is the bait because they can have Flusterstorm and Pyroblast. It's a little tough because I think that the Forge doesn't really serve as bait for the things that I'm worried about right now. Obviously, it serves as bait for Force of Will. I don't think we can play around anything, really. So I do think we probably lead Forge. If they don't have Fluster or Pyro, then they'll... because if they have Fluster or Pyro, they're going to hit Tinker with that card anyways. So Forge isn't... Like, neither of our two payoffs are protecting each other, really. All right, let's go Emerald. Do we play Sapphire? Yeah, play Sapphire around Days. Soul Ring. I can't get infinite mana because I don't have 2 red-white sources. So they have Mental Misstep. Okay. That's a problem. So I can either just jam Karn, Mystic Forge off of just Mana Vault Opal, because this is only +1 mana. I think we're just jamming Mystic Forge here. It's just not very good is the problem. We've already used a lot of our 0 mana sources, so it's not like the Mystic Forge is like putting in a ton of work. I think I would rather just go Mana Vault Tinker and just be unhappy when they Pyroblast it. I just don't see the value of jamming the Forge. Yeah, I think this is not gonna end well for Justin, but no, I definitely want to sack Vault. I definitely want to sack Vault. We're never untapping it. They had Force, so they didn't have either. That's really unfortunate. So if they didn't have Mental Misstep, then we probably would have resolved this Tinker. Hmm. We still get a Mystic Forge next turn, but I mean, we could just die to Breach too. See what happens. Hmm. So I'm pretty happy with how I played it out. It was just the misstep was maybe I was supposed to lead on what? 4-color Tinker, maybe? That's really bad for me because his Sapphire is about to get turned off, and I need to draw a land or a Moxen. Really, really bad for me. Land or Moxen? Not Opal, not Opal. Oh, not like this, chat. Not like this. I did not expect to get Okoed off a Tundra here. Lavinia too? Oh, Time Walk too. Wow. Okay. I mean, this game is still winnable, right? Certainly looks like opponent's not on a Pyroblast deck. So they just stand up their food. Oh, now they have Sanctuary, though. Oh, wow. They have... Jeez. So what is opponent playing? What is going on? All right. This is still winnable game. Opponent has 1 card in hand. So we just need... We need a land or a non-Opal Moxen. Land? Hey, come on! What are you gonna be like that? This was totally winnable game. Now they're gonna flashback Ancestral twice. They're gonna cast 2 Ancestrals. They're gonna Mystic Sanctuary, Ancestral, cast Ancestral, active. They don't have Mystic Sanctuary in your deck? Really? Oh, Mystic Sanctuary? I have to keep playing, chat, because I need to see what opponent's doing. I'm very, very confused. There's no Sanctuary, but there's a Petal, and there's a Jace Prodigy. But there's no Pyroblast. Does anyone in chat know what's happening? What am I playing against? I'm just trying to figure out what the logic of this Petal is, I guess. An Oath deck can't be playing Jace Prodigy. All right, so now I actually have to hit one of my blue mana sources. All right, they have to not have Force of Will. I'm still supposed to jam this now. It's the highest upside play. Like, if they have the Force, they have Force. I can't do anything about it. But if I jam this now, I can at least hit other Moxen and try to go off from here. That is the most tilting of all kinds of tiltings. All right, they made a really weird choice here. They should have stood up this Pearl. I don't know. Well, they stood up my Emerald. Well, now I'm going to kill this Jace. I'm definitely taking out the Jace. I don't want them to flashback like Time Walk or anything. I can't ever kill this. Oh, they had Swords to Plowshares? What? This is a Brian Kelly deck? Is this Brian Kelly? So Static, you might actually be right. It actually may be an Oath deck. It actually may be a Brian Kelly Oath deck with no Orchards and 2 Oath. Maybe, I don't know. Skull Clamp. Why? I need to see more cards. I need to know what's happening. I just don't understand the pedal, I guess, is what I don't understand. So now I'm pretty far away from anything. I don't like playing Bant decks. I'm going to play one of these out, just so we can try to get Metalcraft. Maybe I was supposed to do that last turn. I don't know. Before I play this Skull Clamp, opponent can think that I'm on Belcher, though. So I am kind of getting... I am giving away, like, some amount of... Okay, but someone answer me why opponent doesn't have a Mystic Sanctuary, though. Well, like, they could just get an Ancestral, right? Like, they're a 3 Tundra deck. I don't get to see anymore. All right, well, we got. I mean, typically, I think we're, like, pretty decent. I mean, Oko is a little rough, I guess. Let's do Pyroblast, Bolt, and Gear per Aether Grid, and Flusterstorm. And then let's board out one Saheeli. Do I think they're Oath? Like, what do I don't know. I don't know what I'm boarding out here. I guess we can board out, like, an Opal. I got no idea. A Monolith. And another Opal. I'm really worried about our red sources if I do that. I can't take out 2 Opals in this deck. How about a Petal? Do that. All right, I don't know if our deck functions taking out Opal Petal, but I'm, like, a little worried about a Collector Oof. I kind of want to bring in Bolt Grid. And Pyroblast seems like that's a no-brainer. I am definitely confused. That is a fact. Let me get another drink. I'll be right back. All right, it's your time, Mr. Bomat. It is your time. We get to dump our hand on the next turn. You think I'm down to play? Maybe we'll play around Mindbreak Trap. I did it for you, chat. I played around Mindbreak Trap just for you. I feel like my opponent's deck could run Mindbreak Trap in the main. I actually think this is a fine misstep because opponent's not playing Pyroblast. I don't actually hate getting aggressive with this misstep, especially if I draw like another Ruby here and maybe I want to sack this Courier or something. How do you feel about Retrofitter Foundry opponent? Yeah, so we got a reader. We got a little bit of a reader right here. All right. I have infinite mana. Can I win the game on this turn? I win the game, right? They don't have Force of Will. No, I'm 1 mana short, aren't I? Put this in my hand, cast it, and then I'm 2 mana short. 2 mana short. Should I still put it in my hand with this monolith? I could sack the Courier. I got some options here. I'm not sure what the best one is. I did spill the beer again. Incredible. Yep. And just beautiful. Yeah, but I could just like play the cards off of my Courier, right? I'm gonna cash in. 1 colorless mana, draw 2. I don't hate that. I lost the Bolt ancestral value. That's fair. This is like such a good draw though. So yeah. Let's do Thigh. No, we finally got trapped. Ah. You really hate to see it. All right, do we win next turn? I should not have played that Opal. If they had a second trap, kind of need this Opal. So I have the win next turn. If they have no counterspell for Zerta and no other action, I go Island, Ruby, Opal, Zerta, Ancient Tomb, untap. Oh, fuck. There's a Wasteland in this deck? I guess that's why there's no Mystic Sanctuary. Alright, well, does this mean I'm gonna get Swords to Plowshare? The guy to do. I guess I can get Dazed. I can't be playing around Daze every time. They just had Force of Will too. So they had Trap, Force of Will, Wasteland. Ashiok Dream Render. Interesting. Alright. My opponent's got it all. If they follow this up with a Delve spell, we look real bad. Yeah, they have a Lavinia. Wonderful. Yeah, this is not a good matchup. I don't like this at all. Okay. Good draw. I'm gonna get Wastelanded. I can't play this Karn still. But at least I have some stuff to do with my Foundry. They have 2 cards in hand. We have an active Foundry. They have a Strip Mine, of course. Of course. Why wouldn't they? All right. Foundry look real good. As long as they don't play like Cruiser or Dig Through Time after all of this. Oh, come on. How high can you possibly roll? I misstep Ponder. They've cast 0 draw spells this game. They've just naturally had Force, Trap, Strip, Waste, Lavinia, Blue and White Source. That's just completely fucked. That's so messed up. I'm also 3 lands away from Karn right now. I could have used that one. A little late. Chat. This is really bad for us. Really bad for us. Sure, just look at my hand. Why not? Not the same, Colby. It's not the same. It's cheating when they do it. There you go, chat. There you go. Now you understand. Now you understand. I think it's better to be making more servos than it is to be like trying to get a 4/4. Because getting a 4/4 feels like it runs into like swords and Oko really badly. I'm like just not a huge fan of that play. Man, opponent's gonna brainstorm into a fetch land here too. This is rough. This is not good for the home team. Yo, what if we resolve a gear per Aether Grid? I know, we need 2 more lands to do that. This is a fair and balanced Magic card. I mean, they can just elk it is what I'm saying, but I guess it's not really that bad. It's pretty bad against Swords and Nature's Claim or something. Not that bad against Oko, I guess. Heck yeah. Yeah, I'm not ready to concede the game yet, but opponent has kind of murdered us. Particularly the strip mine on the Academy was like just the biggest dagger because we could have done some serious foundrying. Like we really could have done some serious foundry work. I don't know if it's time. You know, I'm not sure it's time. I kind of want to just make more servos. All right, so they brainstorm lock themselves here. Ah. Yeah, why is this player playing Jace Vern's Prodigy? Have they never played against a Pyroblast deck in their life? I swear, it makes no sense. I feel like no one else has to play. Like, how you play this deck against Pyroblast? All right. Jumping. We've upgraded to a Thopter with flying. Oh, okay. All right. Okay. I see you, Skull Clamp. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So, okay. Hold up. Do we wait to play around Flusterstorm or Veil? If we choose to not wait, we can Pyroblast Lavinia. God, they're just gonna cast Ancestral Recall. Do I have to Pyroblast this Jace? I think I have to Pyroblast Jace right now. And then next turn we can deploy the grid. I swear to God, if I get dazed. They have Veil? What does that do? Oh, they have Nature's Claim our Foundry. I see. All right, I'm going to turn this into a 4/4. And then I got dazed. What the fuck? All right, okay, fuck. I see you, opponent. I see you. Hmm. All right, so they get to cast Ancestral Recall after looting. Hope they brick. We jam a grid. The grid is really good. And we do have a Flusterstorm. It's playable. I guess if they draw a Wasteland, it's not very playable, but maybe they flashback Nature's Claim on the Skull Clamp. But I guess we lost all of our 1/1s because our Foundry is gone, so they probably just needed Ancestral. What an odd game. We could not have played Opal to play around Days, Dante. Can you figure out why we could not play Opal to play around Days? Lavinia makes it, so we don't get to play Magic. Good time. I had a good time. All right, we got a 4/4. We got a grid. We got lands. We got spells. We got skull clamps. Swords? No. Yeah. Vintage staple. Here per Aether Grid. I feel like opponent hit real nice on their high roll here, but we're hanging in there. We're battling. Skull Clamp looked real good there. Okay, so this is not a strip mine. This is nice. Is it a time walk though? Because a time walk would be a problem. Is it an Oko? Oh, it's just a cruise. So you've drawn 6 cards this turn. 8 cards. Opponent has drawn 8 cards this turn. Oh, it's not. It's Oko. Okay, all right. I thought it was cruise for sure. So what is this going to do? Turn this into an elk? No. Make a food. Pass. Interesting play. Okay, so now we have... Ooh. Does that change anything? I don't know. I'm still doing it. We don't have enough artifacts here, though. Hitched up Narset. Is killing Lavinia better than attacking Jace? We could also attack Oko. And then put Oko to 1. I wish we hadn't played Gearper first. What if we attach Clamp? That just happened? You wild in, opponent. Okay. Okay. This is great. This is actually fun Magic. I'm actually having fun. New name. It's for the rebrand. Oh, they did have Swords to Plowshares. They did have Swords to Plowshares. Okay, so Construct down. Construct down. We probably need to ping this Jace so that we don't get flashback claimed on our gear per Aether Grid. We drew a Tinker. Okay. We also have a Karn. Oh, this is so much stuff. So if I tinker my Grim Monolith and get a Bolas' Citadel, I can shoot with the Bolas' Citadel and the 3 artifacts in play to kill the Lavinia and unlock the Bolas' Citadel. Then I just need to hit 1 land off of the one artifact off the Bolas' Citadel, and we can ping the Jace down to 2. Alternatively, we can play a Karn. We play the Karn, and we just get a Soul Guide Lantern and turn off their graveyard. Alternatively, we can Needle Jace and use it to ping. We could do both, but we run into days. I'm gonna try tinkering. Just resolved. Okay. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I need one more. Oh, I also have Citadel. They're just dead. No! Oh, we can also infinite turns them. We haven't used our Saheeli. That's the unfair deck. That is so cool. Oh, it was so cool, chat. Oh, it was so cool. I have 6 minutes on my clock. Yikes. Oh, we beat Lavinia. Wow. Ooh, man. Pyroblast. Gear per Aether Grid. That was game 2. We're going to game 3. Gear per Aether Grid was just an absolute house there. It was so good. Skull Clamp looked fantastic. Oh my lord. Okay, all right. Let's do it again. Let's do it one more time. I have 6 minutes. I have to probably focus here. Oh, say it ain't so. We're gonna run right into this mind break trap. I'm ready. There's no way in heck that I get my forge trapped and lose. But we're going in. Keep F6. Which one? I would rather get this one dazed. Or sorry, that one misstepped. Actually, I'll play the forge on turn 2. I'm disciplined, chat. Discipline. Don't mystical tutor. Okay, no mystical tutor. Okay, 6 cards. Okay, are we gonna get Oko'd here? No wasteland. Oko off of. Oh wow, we should have played Mystic's Forge, chat. Oh, this is so bad. So bad. Let's throw it in my hand. I almost have infinite mana. 1 red source. Unfortunate. Still, Lavinia's a problem. Lavinia's a problem for sure. This gets wastelanded. Fuck. Ah, it's so bad for me. That's a good draw. No way it resolves, but it resolves? Okay. Swords in response. I think it's pretty hard to get a walking ballista that has enough health to kill that. Swords on my servo in response. Um. Yeah, I guess that's it. Okay. I mean, if they have like an Oko, pretty decent here. Flame? No. Oko? Jace? Oko. Okay, Oko on my Foundry. I tried. If we hit... Man, none of these spells are remotely castable. Though the Oko will die because of the Skull Clamp. No, it won't. It'll go to 1. Unfortunate. This Lavinia's have been just so bad for me. I need to draw, like, Tolarian. No, it doesn't do it either. I don't actually know what kind of good outs we have here anymore. Like, obviously, Ballista would have been one. Bomat Courier, actually, is pretty good out. Bomat Courier here is good because it lets us kill Oko and then clamp it away. It's just so bad. This is so bad. I should have played this Forge on turn 1. I just should have played the Forge on turn 1. It was such a bad play to not play the Forge on turn 1. I should have just jammed it anyways. At least then I could filter my draws. It's so tough because I can't play around like Trap and I can't play around Daze. I can't play around all the things. They all get played around in different ways. Really sad. I mean, we have like infinite mana if we hit double red. Like if we hit Lotus, we can't play Lotus because of this Lavinia. We're gonna lose this Lavinia. I don't think we can do anything about it. At least we're gonna draw cards off of our. Oh, they're just going for domes, bro. Oh, they're gonna turn the. They have another sword or something. What do they? This is like, it feels super sad. Feels so super sad. I mean, our Forge is gonna be really bad, right? We're gonna have to like bottom tons of cards, but just turn to Lavinia. Too much. Ashiok? Card's just like kind of medium here. They don't have to attack though. I can't do anything. Yeah, this scheme would have been even with the wasteland. I think we just lose. Like we did draw pretty clunky. I mean, I'm never mulliganing my hand, but I definitely should have played the Forge. It's unfortunate that opponent had that Swords to Plowshares because we really needed to draw through these cards with that Skull Clamp. It's pretty hard to cast Lavinia and waste, but opponent did it. So hard. Like your deck, it's just so hard to do in your deck, but big sad. If they do attack all here, we lose the ability to Ancient Tomb, but we still have 6 colorless mana. So if we were to hit Tolarian Academy into Ancestral Recall, Time Walk, those kind of cards, I can't block the Lavinia because I do not have enough high enough life total. I have to block one of the Elks. I do draw 2 cards, and I yeah, that sounds about right. Pretty frustrating. Honestly, if we hit Volcanic Pyroblast and they had no spells, we probably win the game on the spot. Maybe not, actually. I'm trying to look at this. No. We would have to do Forge. Yeah, we actually might still not win. We would have to get pretty lucky off of Forge anyways. That's really sad. We definitely did not have the hand needed to beat Wasteland Lavinia. We were never drawing out of that. We kind of need an early Psy versus the opponent's deck, so maybe it was a bad keep. Like, obviously opponent's on kind of a weird deck, so it's hard for us to know what's going to be good, but I kind of feel like maybe we just misevaluated that hand. What would that hand look like? Oh, it's so hard. I guess if we're keeping this hand, we have to be jamming Mystic Forge on turn 1. And maybe we're supposed to just mulligan this hand to a better hand that has more colored sources. And obviously our first draw was Citadel, which is terrible.